Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and it was an important summit because for the first time the representative from about 200 countries and the head of state of all the country made a meeting together to speak about the climate, about the earth, about the biodiversity. After this, during the 2000s, the word biodiversity became a moda, if I can say this. All people speak now about biodiversity, but there are several things to do still instead of just speak about this this concept, I can say. So when we speak about biodiversity, we can consider the variety, the quantity, and the distribution of the species, especially. Variety means the number of specimens for each species. The variety, the different species, the quantity, the number of animal or plants inside every species, and also the distribution of biodiversity is important. I mean, means how all these different types live and where they are distributed geographically. At school, we teach that there are three different kinds of biodiversity: the diversity of species, that of ecosystem, and the diversity of gene. Considering the diversity of gene, we can say, for example, that inside the same species, these are three different kind of dog, we can say, the gene also created biodiversity, genetic biodiversity. But I say ecosystem, but what is an ecosystem? We can say that ecosystem is a sort of organism, and all the parts of the ecosystem, the biotic and abiotic components, are the cell of the ecosystem. I mean, the cell of this organism. So, as I write here, just as a living organism made up of cells that act as the structural and functional unit of life, nature also consists of a fundamental unit called an ecosystem. So, our cell creates an ecosystem. I mean, creates a living organism. The part of the biodiversity, we can say, create an ecosystem. What is important that all the parts, biological, physical, and abiotic parts, all of them inside an ecosystem interact together. So we say that all the parts of an ecosystem interact together, but it is important, especially for the student, to underline that the Earth planet is not only human. I mean, it's not only home for a human. Especially if you have a look to this photo, you can understand that the human appeared just 2 seconds before midnight. I mean, we are new on this planet, and if you consider the entire life, origin of life, it is about 3.6 and 3.8 million years ago, and we are here since just I don't know what to say. I mean, 3,000, let's say, maybe more than. But we are just a part of this biodiversity.